Stripling major leaguer is challenged to make spring training count.
Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB 18 The Show. This is Road to the Show with DeMarcus King, as this is episode 54, and today we are going to see him in some spring training action as well. He is trying to rebuild himself and trying to salvage his career right now, as he had a freak accident in the previous season. He had that head injury that was pretty much took him out for the remainder of the season, and he was unable to finish off the last month and a half of the season or so that was left. And he was in, he had a pretty good year. He was the front runner for Rookie of the Year, and now this season he has now tried to get himself together here and come back and try to bounce back and try to help his team here. Now, the funny thing is with all of this, I don't know if you guys remember from the previous episode there, but we were just 3 games away from getting to the playoffs, and it really makes you think of what could happen if he was able to play those remaining games there for that remaining month and a half that he had out of the season. It makes you kind of think of what he could have done leading up to that. So today we are going to go ahead and we're going to get into some spring training action here. Show you guys a couple of games here that he's going to be a part of, and we'll take a look here. First game is going to be against the Angels, and we'll see him in action here. As this year we're hoping that he'll be the everyday second baseman, but of course it all depends on his performance on the diamond. So we'll see here, bottom of the third, we're down by a run. And we'll see what he can do with this one here. As we'll see, this one's going to be a hot shot there past the infield, and that's going to be a base hit there for DeMarcus, as he's on board with nobody out. So DeMarcus on the first base here, and kind of play around with the pitcher there. But oh no, that one is going to be flied out there to left field, and that's going to be an easy fly ball there for the left fielder. So but like I said, DeMarcus, it was really tough. He's now healthy now, and talking to him during the off season there, he says he just wants to finish what he started with this ball club. He feels like this ball club feel like home with him, and he really wants to help this team out as much as possible. Now, this is a pretty young team. The A's have some pretty good young guys there in the infield. Of course, he's one of them. Of course, you got Xander Bogaerts. I don't know how we got him. I think it was some big free agency pickup there. But of course, we're trying to get this ball club here in the right position here. And of course, to do that, you got to stay healthy. And of course, we got especially with DeMarcus here. We got to keep him, try to get him to be the everyday guy. Now, for right now, at least what I've been told, he is going to be the everyday guy. You see there's a hot shot there to the other second baseman there for the Angels. But yeah, we'll just have to see what he can do in his ability here. And like I said, or at least what he was telling me in the during the off season there, he's healthy now. That it was a freak injury there. He wasn't really expecting that to happen to him. But he got him to think a lot about his career and just how to bounce back here. And he wants to make a big splash here once the regular season gets started here. So in this video, like I said, it's just some of the spring training games there. I kind of skipped around a couple of games here, just showing you what he can do with his game and whatnot. And just talking about what he did for this season. He had I think several home runs there for his season there, and of course he was traded beforehand. He was traded originally. he was with, oh, nice shot there. As this gets bases loaded, and it's going to be a grand slam. Wow. I guess I should be paying attention to what's going on here in the footage here, but oh, wow. What a way to get this. And that, yeah, right there, he is pumped. That is a grand slam, and that's going to help the A's get a win here in this one as he hits a 4-run dinger there, and that is going to get some love there at home plate. But going on to what I was saying, DeMarcus, he's last season he had 14 home runs, 44 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, and had an average at 412, and it just proves it right here that he is just a beast to reckon here. And really truly his power, his hitting ability is not up there. I think it's around the 60s or 70s. So for him to be able to do that and be clutch like that, I mean, wow, just imagine what he could do here when he is I think right now he's currently like 80 overall. Just imagine what he can do when he gets to 85 and 90, if we can get him up that high. So but yeah, talking to him, he said he's really excited about going in there and trying to help this team out and finish what they started, which was just making a run there for the American League West title, and then try to get a playoff appearance there, and try to get all the way to the World Series. He has World Series on his mind there. I don't think the rest of the team feels that way. I think you might have a few guys there on the team that think they can go all the way, but for the consensus, at least around the area, in the Bay Area, they would like to see this team. They feel like this team has some potential and can do something special going into the playoffs. So it's a long road. It's a long grinding haul. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I think at least talking to DeMarcus about that, he said that he understands that, and there's gonna be some good days. They're gonna have the bad days, but for the most part here, he says he's just glad to be back on the field, and he's glad that he has a home here. What I was trying to say was, he started with the Blue Jays, and of course he got traded then, and he got traded to the White Sox, and then he played for the Royals there for a while. But all of those three teams, he played for the minor leagues. It wasn't until his next season where he got traded again, and he got traded to the Braves, and had a short stint there, and then got traded to Oakland to play, to really now to play kind of a position in the outfield. But really campaign to play in the infield. So, and that's what he's gonna. We're hoping that he'll be at. He might play some outfield here from time to time, but for the most part here, he's gonna try to be the second baseman here for the ball club. As you take a look here, this one is gonna go deep, and it is going to go back. This is a 3-run shot there from King as he gets his second home run here in the postseason. And he has now tied this one up here against San Diego. Nice job there, as it's 5 apiece now here in the bottom of the 6th. So he has definitely did some work here in the off season, really putting up some, really hitting a weight room there, and really just looks like he's just comfortable at the plate there. So puts a nice 3-run shot out there to right center field. And that is a home run, and they win this one. Nice. That is a good game there. And so I believe they win this one 6-5 is the final score. So, yeah, just a great job there from DeMarcus and from the rest of the A's there. And, they look pretty impressive there, especially King. I mean, he just 1 for 4 in this one, a home run, 3 RBIs. Regardless there, he looks really, really good. Take a look at there, Adam Eaton, a great hitter there, great leadoff guy there. Between him and King, they can, both of them, from day to day there, could be a leadoff guy there. But most importantly, I think just great job there. 2-0. Of course, you're traditionally you don't pay attention too much on spring training numbers when it comes to spring training, But there's some truth to what the numbers look like in spring training. Gives you an idea what the guy looks like. And of course, if the guy has good spring training numbers, he looks like he's pretty comfortable. He's pretty ready to go. Guys that, to me, at least when I look at spring training numbers, guys that are not hitting very well in the spring, there's something going on. There's something in their swing. There's something in their mechanics. They're just not get it going there, and they're having a slow start there. And usually those are guys that usually, if they do have, gets picked off there. No, not what we want to see there. We do got to get his speed up. I do know that. I do kind of want him to be he is meant to be a guy that can steal bases and stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part here, I think that King could probably be a guy that we could he got some potential. As he hits another home run, his third now for spring, as that one goes 4-16 now, and Oakland leads it now 6-0. So, wow, he is definitely looking good here in this spring training right now. So, and of course, the other question is, I talked to him about it, and one of the things I did discuss with him, besides his health and stuff like that, was his, what he was going to be like in the situation in the batting order there. And he says, that last year he played a little bit of, top of the order there, leading off, or sometimes he was the, I guess, quote unquote, the second leadoff guy, which is the number 9 guy. And it depended on the who was playing that day. And of course, he wasn't playing every single day. He was playing maybe every other day in the lineup there. He's hoping that he can be the everyday guy, and that's what we're looking forward to. We're trying to get him to be the everyday guy. And I think with the overalls and the numbers he has right now so far, and especially now what he's done here in spring training right now. I mean, even though these are only a couple of games here, they've been pretty impressive games. And you'll see here later on here, it's been even more impressive here as we see him get better and better in the spring training. But for right now, he says he's comfortable here in Oakland, and he really hopes that this they can get their all the different phases of the game: pitching, hitting, base running, fielding. Get all those, get those phases in the game: pitching, hitting, running, fielding. Get all those intact. They feel like they can make a run. So, and that's good to hear, especially a guy like here. And at that, he seems like he seems like it'd be a good. He seems like at least he's a young guy on the team. But a lot of the guys there in the locker room, which I've kind of noticed, he's gotten he's getting some respect. He's becoming a team leader there. And a lot of the guys on the team really enjoyed him being in the locker room. So, and that's what you want to see. That's what you want to have. That's what you want to get. And that's what you want to, as a player, that's what you want to have. You want to have guys, if you want to be a vocal guy, especially, he's a young guy. He's going to have some money invested in him for years to come if he keeps playing the way, if we've seen like all the other road show players here on the channel. He's going to be very I can't even say it. He's going to be an influencer for this ball club, and that's what he says, that he likes to try to help this ball club as much as he possibly can, and bring home a World Series to this club, or whatever club he, if he happens to be traded again. Which he says he's not too comfortable going from team to team like that. And also, it's kind of funny playing this, because I've noticed that this is actually the first Roto Show player that has moved more than twice with a team, or more than 3 times really with a team. The only person I think I moved around a lot was Simon Unger. Simon, you remember his series? We started his series off. He was in Minnesota. He played for Minnesota for, I think, a season. Went through their organization real quick. He was able to play towards the September call-ups. He played a full year with them after that, and then He was traded to, requested a trade, and was traded to the Blue Jays, and then played what I think a full. I think he played what, a full season or two there with them. Got them to the playoffs. Did well there, but then all of a sudden was suddenly just traded and was traded to Los Angeles. LA needed a shortstop, and well, since then, if you've been following the series, he's been doing very, very well for himself. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty impressive there. Really, I think that's the only person so far that we've had that is moved around here. Bolden has not really moved. He's been with his team since the very beginning. Same thing with Theo. The only other player I can think of. Oh no, actually, There's two more. Diego. He started with the Cubbies, and now he's with the Reds, and he looks like he's gonna be at Reds probably for a long time. The way he's been pitching with that club. And then just not too long ago here, you guys probably have seen the other series that we have on here. Kobe Bear. So so far the trades have been worked out pretty well here. The guys have been doing very well, and have played very well for the teams they've finally are with. I mean, honestly, I feel like this is a good team for DeMarcus, and it's all up to him and what he can do with his his abilities and his career, and hopefully he can stay healthy. We gotta get that durability up and get him better. So, but there you see, they win this one there. Nice victory here, as they're looking unstoppable so far here in the spring training games here. But of course, like I said, spring training doesn't always, a great spring training doesn't always correlate to a successful regular season. But if you look at the numbers and kind of just see how other teams are doing is like that. I mean, right now, him and his team look like they could be a team that could really cause some havoc there. Honestly, I really feel like it could be a two-team race in this division. It could be Oakland, and it could be the team they were following trying to chase after last year, the Astros. So it could be a very interesting season. Having that run of going back and forth between those two clubs there. So and of course those two clubs will see a lot of each other. So those are games we'll probably focus in on quite a bit here in this road to show when it comes to the American League West. Move on now to this next game here. We're taking on the Cubbies, and it's an 0-2 count here. 1 on here, 2 out, and that's going to be a nice too hot there for Rizzo, and that will be a base hit there for DeMarcus King. So go to the 6th inning here. We'll see DeMarcus. He'll chop this one in front of the pitcher. And can he outrun this one? Yes, he does. But there is a force out there at second, and there are now 2 away. So Oakland is now by 2 here. We'll see what Adam Duvall can do, as he has an 0-2 count, and we'll see what DeMarcus is going to be being. Look like he's kind of going. Oh yeah, he's going to go ahead and take off here. Can he get the steal? And no, he gets taken down there. And like I said, that is something we're definitely going to have to work on as we go through the course of the season here. We got to get that steal, reaction to steal, base running, aggressiveness, all that kind of stuff up, and get him to be a much more better base runner and a stealer. Because you remember when we started this series, he was just going around the bases like crazy. And of course, there was AA and AAA. He's had some couple good triples and some fun. I think a couple inside the Parkers there in the last season there. But we'll have to see what he can do here coming up this season. As take a look there, the Oakland will win this one. Final score is 2-1. As DeMarcus goes 1 for 3 with an RBI. So, kind of reset here. We'll take a look here at Cactus League right now. The Dodgers have the best record right now, 11-3 in this spring training episode. Oakland is right behind them, just a game behind them, as they are 8-2 for the season there. So not a bad run so far here. Now we'll actually skip a week here. We'll go into, I think this is the third week of baseball. We got a couple of games here that we want to show. I think 2 more games that we're going to take a quick look at here with DeMarcus and the Oakland A's. Dude, I was having so much fun playing this, and he was, I mean, like I said, he was doing very well for spring training. I just see the Dodgers right now, the best team, at least ranked wise right now. Number 1 in pitching and number 2 in power, and that's definitely a team that we'll have to watch out for through the course of the season. We'll see how well they are with them. Of course, this doesn't have Simon Unger here, so we don't have to worry about dealing with Simon Unger in this road to show, different universe, different road to show. But we'll see. We'll see if we can make a run at the Dodgers here. I don't remember who the World Series champions were in this rotor show with DeMarcus, but whoever it is, well, I have to look that up. I have to see who that was. That was the World Series champions there. I have to try to see if I can look that up there. But let's go ahead and get into this game here. Playing against Milwaukee, and we'll see here. He'll hit this one. That'll be a base hit there. Nice job there getting on board. And that's going to put him on base here. So he's going to get off the bag here just a little bit. And he's thinking about, well, that's going to be a bunt here. That's going to move up to Marcus as he gets to second. And they will go ahead and move up the runner there. So now 2 out. And we'll see what they'll do here with hopefully a hitter here. And yes, Adam Eaton, as he has got a single and a run so far here in this one. So he's already aboard once here, and now he's going to try to see if he can get this runner home, and that is going to be a strikeout there, looking there on Adam Eaton. Now go to the 6th inning here. We're down by a run, and we're going to see DeMarcus here try to outrun this one. He does there, so he does have the speed there, but just when it comes to base, or still in bases there, I think something that we'll just have to really try to work on as much as we possibly can. So we'll see here. I think DeMarcus may be getting taken out in this game here, as Alonso's going to come out. And no, he's actually going to stay in here. So we'll see. Alonso hits this one down the first base line, and that one is going to retire the inning. So there you see, we're down by 1. It's a 5-4 ball game. And we'll see if the A's can come back here in the 8th here. So we'll go to the 8th inning. DeMarcus and the A's are up by 1. We'll see with 1 on, 1 out. And DeMarcus here is going to hit this one up the middle there. That is going to be a base hit for him. And that is going to put him on board there, as that's a nice hit there from him, as he is able to get the run and or get on board here and help out to get the win. So nice job there, as the A's again get another nice victory here in this one. As like I said, this ball club looks very sharp here, and looks like they're gonna be a well-polished team than they were last year. Because last year, there was times that wasn't for sure. We had that run there, and I think what sparked them, which I think in some ways what probably sparked them, was that injury. That they were only 3 games away, just 3 games away, and then the injury with DeMarcus really kind of, really changed things there, because, with those 3 games, I mean, it could have really, that right there, that tells you that's a difference maker right there. They were only within 3 games that they needed to win. So, I mean, just think of what could have been. I always think about that. I've been thinking about that since that injury with DeMarcus. But we'll see here, hitting this one high and deep. This is going to go back, and that ball is gone. DeMarcus hitting his 5th home run of the season, and that ties this one up now 1 apiece, as the Rangers shaking their head thinking like, man, this kid can hit. And yes, he can, as the A's skipper there is liking what he is seeing from his second baseman. So make sure and another thing is too, we'll see him face the Blue Jays and the Royals and the White Sox here. Makes you kind of wonder what it's going to be like facing them, because they could have easily had him. They could have called him up and had him part of the ball club. But we'll see here. This one, he's going to hit out to left center field. He is going for a triple. Can he get in there? Yes, he does. And that's a nice triple there as they lead this one by 2. As DeMarcus made a nice run there. DeMarcus now coming home and see if he can tag up, and he does. And now it's a 3-run ball game here against the Texas Rangers. So nice job there, getting knocked in there and coming in for a run. As we'll see Matt Duffy here to pitch hit here in this situation. I think we may see the end of DeMarcus's chances now for at bats here. As of course, if you don't know, spring training, you're kind of limited to at bats. And we'll see that the Oakland A's will go ahead and win this one, as they'll win this one a final score, and I believe 9-1. Wow, a big game. Looking at my notes here, yeah, 9-1, big game from them winning that one, and a nice job there as they do some damage there. Even later in the innings there, the 7th inning, they get 3 runs, and then tack on 2 more there towards the end. So we'll go to the next game here, and it looks like it's going to be the Cubbies again. This time we're going to be hosting Cubbies. Cubbies right now 8-8, and we're 10-2. So, like I said, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of getting into what this spring training has been like so far for DeMarcus, but I guess I shouldn't get into too much because again, it is just spring training. His bat's hot now, but it could get cold. But I think, for the most part here, I don't think it's going to be ice cold for quite some time, as he is this one. That is a gapper, and that is going to be good enough for a double, as he will get on board there. So nice hit there from the second baseman, as we'll see here, it'll pop up here right up the elevator shaft, and we'll see here that the catcher will get this one. Of course, DeMarcus, I don't know what he was doing there, but he will stay on second there, which he needs to. See Matt Duffy here, the third baseman, up to bat next, and see an 0-2 count, and we'll see what he can do with DeMarcus on second. Got a 1-1 count here on him, and he'll hit dribble this one there to the third base line. DeMarcus will move over and move over 90 feet there to third, as that's a ground ball and a nice 5-3 put out. So Bogart's up to bat here. He's 2 for 2. That's a home run, a double, and an RBI already. We'll see what Bogarts can do here. He's trying to knock in his fellow teammate, and well, he cannot, as he will strike out. He is livid about it. As we'll see, one left on board there. That was King. As we'll see, it's still 5-1. And DeMarcus here finds another gapper, and this is something I just love seeing him do, especially, like I said, this is another reason why I think he makes such a great hitter here for Oakland, because Oakland has that big, wide outfield there in the Coliseum, and he could be just getting, hitting gappers out there and bringing guys home to the point where he can, I can see him getting quite a few good triples out there. So that's something I'm really excited to see him. We've seen him do that quite a bit there last season. But, he could, if he hits it well enough and gets out of the box and gets around the base pass quick enough, he could have probably quite a few inside the parkers there. So that could be something as of the norm there in Oakland. As you'll see here, the Cubbies will win this one. So Cubbies get the victory there. They are now 1 game above 500, and they get a nice win. 5-3 is the final score, as the Cubbies do a good job there holding on to the victory there, and of course, trying to see what they need to work on as they get ready to get this regular season started. Go to the next game here, and we'll see. It's going to be against, of course, our crosstown rivals, the Giants. There you see 8-7 for the Giants, 10-3 there for Oakland. Of course, we'll see these two teams go at it there. And of course, the interleague series that they have every year. But the first inning here for DeMarcus is he has trailing by 4 here, him and the A's. And we'll see him sky this one over there. And that is going to be a solo shot there over to right. His 6th home run of the spring training. And that one is now going to put them within 3 now. So nice job there as the fans there on their feet. And of course, here you see the skipper just wondering what this kid did during the off season. And I can see now some of you guys in the comments saying, "Oh, he's you know, PEDs." Nah. If it was PEDs, he'd be a lot bigger. But we'll go to the 4th inning here. Bottom of the 4th here. Bases are loaded. 2 out here. We'll see what DeMarcus can do here as he's looking for a pitch here, and he's gonna hit this one there. That's gonna drop there to shallow left field. That is gonna drive in a run, and the run is good. And it ties the ball game up now 5-all. So good job on that clutch hitting there. But unfortunately not enough there to keep the game intact, as the Giants will come back and win this one to 9-6. So they did a great job there fighting back in this one. And just could not, DeMarcus and the A's could not do enough there to get the lead. So take a look at the box scores there. DeMarcus looks like he was 2 for 3. Had that home run, 3 RBIs and a run score from him. And we'll see here. I think got one more game here to go for spring training here. This will take on the Mariners. And of course, this is the team that as far as I remember, I don't think DeMarcus has not played against yet, because I think he got. I think he didn't play in that series. I think there was one series he didn't get to play in, and then of course he couldn't play them because he was injured for the remainder of the season there. So I don't think he's ever been to Seattle here. I have to look and see, but we'll see here. He'll get a nice double there off the pitcher, and that's going to put him in scoring position here now. Next batter here is full count, 2 out, and that is going to be a walk. As we got King Felix out there, so. He got a double off of King Felix there. That's nice. And King Felix loses the batter there. So now 2 on here, 2 out, 1-2 count here. And Felix got to try to get himself out of this one here. Trying to look for the strikeout here. And this is going to be a hit there. It's going to get the runner out there at first. And that is going to be it. So King Felix gets out of the inning there. As now we go to the 8th here. 1-2 day here for DeMarcus, as there's Seattle's up by 2 in this at bat. And we'll see here what DeMarcus can do here as he swings this one here out to right field. That one is going to go all the ballpark there. 7th home run of the season for DeMarcus King. And it's now a 1-run ball game here. So looks like going to be a night here that I think Seattle wants to try to wrap up here quickly and try to get rid of DeMarcus and the A's here, as King is now gets the team back within 1. Now go to the 9th inning here. It's now 3-2. DeMarcus up again here, full count here, and we'll see. Or actually a 1-0 count here, but bases are loaded, 2 out, and that is going to be a fly ball, and that is it. Mariners survive this one. It could have been brutal if DeMarcus was able to get a hold of that one, but he does not. And that is going to be the final out in the game here today. Final score 3-2. Mariners pick up the victory there. Nice job there, as King and the Oakland A's come up short in this one. 2 for 4 day. Home run, a double there for King. As we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here and finish out the spring training here. We'll show you guys some stats here in just a moment there. You see the month of March there, some of the remaining spring training games that we had. And we had 3 games against San Francisco. One of them at home, and the other 2 were on the road. When the 2 on the road Couldn't win that one at home there. We lost by 2 there. But all the others we won by at least a run or 2. But pretty decent spring training there. 424 for the spring training, 14 home runs and 40 RBIs for him for spring training. Oakland ends spring training with a 16-11 record, so not bad. Well above 500. And we'll take a look here at the numbers here, just comparing himself against other guys within the organization in AA and AAA. And so far, he is being named the starter. But you got a couple of the guys there that are going to be on the bench. There are a couple of utility guys there that can help out in other ways there. So for right now, we are the starter. We're going to be the starter for opening day, and we'll see how that goes here coming up. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully he gets a hot start here in the start of the season here and continues on what he was doing, because what he was doing there in last season, he was getting very hot, red hot there for a while there, and then that injury happened. It was just like, why? So when we come back in episode 55, we'll take on, hey look, we're taking on Seattle, but at home. So we'll get the home opener here, and it's gonna be a nice weekend here against the Mariners. 4-game series there. It's going to start off right for us. So we'll see how that goes coming up here in the next episode of Road to Show with DeMarcus King. I know this was a long episode, you guys, but just kind of wanted to show off what he was doing during spring training there. And he looked pretty good. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below in the description. Down in the comment section down there, not in the description, but in the comment section. Check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Discord on the channel. If you like the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to sub if you're new to the channel, so subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified when videos of this series or any other series is uploaded to the channel. And don't forget to again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. And as always, check us out there for the latest news and events on what's going on here on the channel and what is going on in the world of sports gaming. That is it for me, you guys, and for DeMarcus King. Come back for episode 55 as we take on the Seattle Mariners in that 4-game series coming up. As always, keep yourselves really healthy, and I will see you guys next time.